I'm Rachel. Rachel Chan. My students call me Miss Chan. I'm teaching in Hong Kong, local secondary school. That means they are from grade 7 to 12. Yeah.
Okay.
And I teach ICT. That means information, computing, and technology from Form 1 to Form 6. That means grade 7 to grade 12. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
How are teachers recruited in your country?
Because in Hong Kong, actually, the teaching profession is paid quite well, and the benefits. So first, we need to get a degree in university, and then we need to get a teaching certificate. That means we need to study 1 whole year after our degree, or 2-year part-time after getting our university degree. If want to teach in secondary school like me, our university degree need to be relevant or similar to the subject we teach. For example, I teach computing and ICT in my school, so I got my degree, computer science degree in local University of Hong Kong, and then I study a master of IT in another university. But that's not a must. But I got an training certificate after my university. Then I enter this school to teach.
Okay, Rachel, I have a question. Are teachers paid well in your country? As I know that Hong Kong is a commercial city, and our teachers are well paid. That means the teachers get a lot of salary.
Yeah, actually, Hong Kong is one of the best paid country or city in the world.
Mm-hmm.
In the
So,
world.
is it possible to invite the teachers outside Hong Kong
Yeah.
to work
Yeah,
in?
so many teachers from Australia, England, and they especially come to Hong Kong to teach English, because our governments want our students can get access and communicate with more foreigners. So we also invite foreigners to come to Hong Kong to teach English, and the pay is very good, actually.
So that means that
every school got such foreigner teachers to teach English.
wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah,
so
in addition to similar payment, similar salary with us, they also got extra housing allowance.
wow. So
Yeah,
that
because
means
the rents in Hong Kong is high. So for foreigners, we also they get extra housing allowance.
okay, that means you recruit the teachers, especially from the English speaking countries like Australia,
Yeah.
America, Britain, and some other countries.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got teachers before from Canada, from Australia. Now is also from Australia. Yeah,
So,
because the package is quite attractive.
okay, is there any percentage of Indians working in Hong Kong, especially as a teacher?
Yeah. I know there are some work in international school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Husniya, over to you. Would you like to ask a question?
Yes, sir. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
Good. You?
I am fine, ma'am. My
Good.
name is Sheikh.
Mhm.
I am from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you teach computer science and IT?
Sure, it depends which form. If lower forms, we usually more interesting way. For example, we got some project for them to do. So every one of them, we have our lesson in our computer lab. Everyone got one computer and even some iPads. So depends on I give them some tasks. For example, now I Form 1, I teach them some about how to programming. Yeah, but it's some script about Scratch, App Inventor to write applications or some game. Form 1. Form 2, we really teach some programming like Python. And Form 3, we teach some more advanced topics like artificial intelligence. So to equip them for future studies and future applications. So it's more task-based, project-based, and in a more interesting way. So mainly I teach less, taught less, and give them tasks and let them explore and let them collaborate and let them apply what they learn and solve their problems. But in high form, frankly, because we got public examinations and our syllabus is quite a lot of stuff for them to learn, theories, practicals, and projects. So and it is more less tasks, more theories, and more difficult topics. Yeah, but there are also some more interesting things. For example, we got some hand-ons for them to disassemble their computer, and they need to assemble them together within a group, and they need to take a video to introduce how to do that. What are these for more daily life usage first. Second, for upper forms, I usually arrange some visit for them and some more competitions for them because they are high levels. So I want to bring them out to have more explorations. We bring them to cyberports and to some company visits. And later on in this summer holiday, I will bring my student. He won in a local competition. So I will bring him to the United States to compete, to take the international competition in USA, Florida.
That's a really great job. I think congratulations to you.
Thanks.
Yeah. So Rachel, I have a related question. So
yeah.
you are working in a public system. I mean, yes, public funded schools. So as per my knowledge, that the funded schools, that means you are getting a lot of funding from the government and to give a great exposure to the students when it comes to English language and information and technology, and there are many other subjects. What subjects do your students take in the school hours? And what
lower forms, grade 7 to grade 9, for language, they need to learn Chinese, English, and then 普通话, the Mandarin, okay, and then mathematics, and then there's one called general studies. That means some news, some things about Hong Kong, China, and then integrated science, design and technology, music, PE, arts, history, Chinese history, and geography. For lower forms. Yeah, for upper forms, there are much more electives that they can choose from. There are some business studies like accounting, economics, and finance, and ICT, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, additional, and visual arts, history, Chinese history, and etc. A lot of choice.
Okay. Do all the students need to pass the exams? Are these subjects mandatory for them to pass, or is there any passing system in your country? For instance, if you take my country, irrespective of their marks that they score in their examinations, they get promoted to the next level, that means next class. So do you have any system that can prevent the student from entering the other class if he doesn't score the minimum marks in his standard?
Yeah, because we are from public sector. Actually, there are mainly different kinds of schools in Hong Kong. For us, it's called government aid. Okay, so mainly just from all the funding are from government. Another call is private school or international school. So they are very different from us. Okay, for easier to distinguish, they are very different, and so I can't say for them. But for our case, we need them to have at least some attendance. At least around 70% or 90%, depends on which form, attendance. And then for their exam order, because we will, according to their daily performance mark and the examination performance, we got their total mark and some form order. So if they are the last 10%, they can promote and they need to study again. And but it's not difficult, but most difficult is to enter university.
Yes.
Because like
same
sorry,
scenario. When it comes to English language, do your students take any standardized tests like Cambridge or TOEFL or GRE? And are there any standardized tests do your students take at the school level?
school level?
English proficiency tests like
proficiency test in their grade 12. We got a public examination. And we call DSE, and it is international recognized level. So when they got that certification, they can go overseas to apply university, and their grade is some standard, just equivalent to GCSE, to British Hong Kong A level. They have some conversion table.
Okay.
So it's international standard.
You under pressure always? Are you under pressure to?
Well, they won't force, but they will ask why every year when we release the results, it's not only the students are excited. We teaching, because each subject, I'm the panel of the computing subject. So they will immediately calculate your passing rates, your credit rate, your distinct rates, and our school rate, and compare to all over Hong Kong local schools. So and then it will announce and in school meeting. So if it's not very satisfactory, sometimes our principal might ask. Hello.
I am Saina Gastri. I am an educator from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. I would like to pose a question. Can I? How is Hong Kong education system different from other countries?
Our education, because I give you some background information. Hong Kong before is a colony of British UK. So our system before was similar to British one. All the British colony like Australia, UK, and all that countries. But after return to China, and our system changed from UK is secondary school 7 years, and then 3-year university. And now we changed to 6-year secondary school and 4-year university. So it's more aligned with China, the United States, and all other most countries in the world. Hello.
I'm Roshni, an educator from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Describe a lesson that you always enjoy teaching.
A lesson. Well, let me think. Well, because my lesson, I think, do you have computer lesson in a school?
In fact, we don't have the computer science.
For lower forms, we usually just teach them some computer applications. For example, in secondary 1, they need to use teach them to apply the office applications like Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, these basic applications. So usually I give them, now we have this task, and so you need to use this application. And so let them use and teach them some function and how to do that if they don't know. Yeah, because from our primary school, some students are very good at that already. So usually my lesson usually is a project based, task based, and ask them to complete it. And so I can focus on teach the ones don't know, and let the one good at it can teach and help other groupmates. Yeah.
Okay.
So mostly applications. Yeah.
Rachel,
Thank you.
from what grade onward the students start learning the computer science, I mean technology, and right from the primary school or right from the secondary school? At what age they start learning this basics in computer science?
From primary. Actually,
Right.
in Hong Kong, since their primary one, they already have computer lessons, suppose. But it's very different in different primary school because there's don't have a very rigid curriculum. So it differs a lot. Some primary students, they already know how to create apps and can very good at everything, but some not got not many chance to really use the computer. So especially in COVID-19. Yeah, so when in my first lesson, some even don't know how to turn on the computer because in the past 3 years, they maybe only use iPad and no access to computer.
Okay.
Yeah, so primary school is very different, but from secondary school, we have a rigid and clear curriculum from our education department. So we just follow and make sure they know all the topics.
So artificial intelligence, robotics are the two important subjects. These days, every country gives the priority for these two subjects because of the importance of
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do your students learn this robotics and artificial intelligence right from the primary school or right from the secondary school?
Frankly, I know some of primary school let them experience, let them use in primary school, but about the theory behind the technology behind or use the coding to control the AI mainly in secondary school. For example, we put it in secondary 3 because it's not a easy topic, frankly.
Yes.
If just use, it's fine. But to learn what is supervised learning, what's what the difference, what is machine learning, that's quite a difficult topic. So secondary mainly.
Yes. So what do the most of the students studying in Hong Kong want to become when they grow up? Do they become? Do they want to become business people?
The most popular occupation is doctor in Hong Kong. When you ask all the top elite students that they during the exam result announcement day, we usually got about 10 elite students in Hong Kong. So the reporters asked them, what do you want to be? Mostly, I just said, doctor.
Doctor. Okay.
Some reason because they want to help us, and another reason because in Hong Kong, doctors and expertise, and the pay is really high. Even all over the world. So many doctors want to come to Hong Kong to be doctor. There's a joke that a doctor, there's a name called Sinh Khẩu doctor in Cantonese. What means Sinh Khẩu doctor? Sinh Khẩu means 1 week can earn 1 million Hong Kong dollars.
Wow.
1 million per week.
Huge amount.
Yeah. So it's the most popular occupations in Hong Kong.
But here in India is a different scenario. If you ask one of my students, they always want to become a software engineer because the software jobs are so popular in India and elsewhere in the world. So my students want to become software technicians, in fact.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good. But is the package or the pay is good for software engineer?
Yeah, they want to go outside India to earn more money to
Then that's good.
Yeah, huge amount. So that's how they want to become software
That's
job.
good.
This is Meghana, an 8th grader from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Here my question is, how does Hong Kong school system work?
We study from Monday to Friday, and our school, and actually different school different, but usually we start from morning 8 a.m. to about 4 p.m. So we got lessons and then lunch hour to recess and then off at 4 p.m. But they got some after school activities, tuitions, and etc.
Okay.
Yeah, and we got quite a lot of holidays. That's why sometimes we can arrange our exchange, because we got besides New Year, we get Christmas. We have Christmas and then Lunar New Year and then Easter holiday about each 2 weeks, and then later we will have summer holidays soon, about 1 to 2 months. Yeah, so now we are having examination, so now I less busy, so can have talk with you girls.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. One more question is coming up. Mamata, I am expecting a question from you.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
How are you, ma'am?
Yeah.
My name is Mamata. I'm an 6th grader. I'm from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Can I ask one question, ma'am?
Yeah.
Is there British curriculum in your school?
It depends on schools. My school don't have, because we are my school is a government aid public school, so no. And there are some another type of school called international school or direct subsidy school. That means parents need to pay for their school fee. That kind of school have some British curriculum. They study Hong Kong A level, GCSE, and many other curriculum, overseas kind. So they can easier for them if they want to have their further studies in UK and etc. Yeah.
So Rachel, Rachel, I have studied one article in newspaper, English newspaper, that in Singapore, most of the students are on stress to deliver well in their studies. The parents and the teachers, they expect a lot from the students. In turn, the students studying in Singapore get a lot of stress. So able to cope up with the stress, some of the students, they even develop the suicide tendencies. So what kind of mindset do students studying in Hong Kong have? In India, same scenario. Parents expect their children to do well, perform well in their examinations, and they put pressure on them even in the examinations. Students, they feel a lot of stress because of the force from the parents, because of the force from the teachers. So a similar kind of stress, have you seen any kind of stress in your country, especially
Yes, actually, study in Hong Kong is very stressful too, similar to Singapore. That's why I said our school from 8 to 4. But frankly, because the parents, the teachers, and because we're Chinese or Asian, also great expectation on their children, right? So although our education department try to change the curriculum and the system try to want less stress for the students. For example, before even primary school students need to take a public exam, so they depends on their grades, they can enter the different level of secondary school. But because don't want this pressure, Education Bureau don't no this public exam anymore. Just choose, just pay or pick your choice, and then we select according to your performance in school. So no public exam in primary school. Supposed to release the stress, but turn out it worse, because the parents want their students to get into good school, but now no more public exam. But now they say that according to internal examinations, according to their extracurricular activities. So the parents made the students, besides studying, they need to learn a lot of extracurricular activities, piano, badminton, all the sports, all the activities, and get all the certificates. So Hong Kong just similar to Singapore, frankly.
Yes. Well, we have to admit the fact that because in the Asian countries like India and China, where I think millions of population is living, so due to this population load, I think competition is also high in each and every examination. So naturally, there should be a stress in each and every examination to do well in their lifetime. So
exactly.
yes, so that's common both in India and China. So, Rachel, I have a question. I think you are sitting in a classroom right now. Am I right?
Yeah.
Could you please show us your classroom and how you use your interactive board?
Well, frankly, this is now is not a traditional classroom anymore. We call this Fan Zone or e-learning center. This room let our students come to play in lunch hour. So I can show you this room. And here they can play their iPad, and students can organize some activities for them. And here are a lot of different digital toys, device that they can borrow to play during lunchtime, and a lot of iPads and robotics and sets were here. And but this one now, actually this one is our students' invention, but now they are under repair. This is a micro-bit door catcher. Students, so they can use this micro-bit and use this controller to get the toys they want. But now they are still doing some repair. So this room.
Rachel, I have a last question. What system is so popular in Hong Kong? Public school system or private?
I can't hear you. Yeah, public school. Our government is quite good, so we provide quite a lot of government aid school, and quite some good school also is government school.
Okay. Thank you so much for